Hello everyone and welcome to Worldwide Technology Raceway here in Gateway in St. Louis as we get underway with Nick Sanchez and Corey Heim on the front row here for our Craftsman Truck Series season where we are running the full-time season here. You got Corey Heim and Sanchez side by side on the front row. This is race number 8 of the season here at Gateway as Heim and Sanchez battle for the lead. You can see the pack going 3, 4, 5 wide throughout the pack. Already great racing like we saw at the Chicagoland Speedway not that long ago in our last episode here at the Craftsman Truck Series season here in NR2003. As you see now, myself, we're back here trying to work our way up through the field here, back here racing with William Sawalich and Taylor Gray as we try to get up into the top 30, top 25, anything near, get some track position. Big wiggle right there after we gave the bumper the O2 machine. Will Rogers, you see Daniel Dye clipped by Lawless Allen. Hocevar crunch into us and around goes Lawless Allen and Hocevar to the outside wall they go. And big contact from the 15 of Tanner Gray. And the caution will come out here in Gateway on the first lap. A huge crash here. That involves multiple contenders here. See, Tanner Gray slams hard in the 42 of Carson Hocevar. The 45 of Lawless Allen collected as well. I see Tanner Gray had nowhere to go. As see Hocevar had already turned Lawless Allen from the top lane of the racetrack right down into me. I just held my line and they wiped out hard. And nowhere Tanner Gray could go. Piles right into Hocevar. Big hit right there. Caution comes out and we look back up ahead, and no, we got truck in the wall. Justin Carroll and Trey Hutchins into the wall here. Problems here at Gateway. And so under this one caution, we have that initial crash there with Tanner Gray, Carson Hocevar, and then here with Justin Carroll getting spun around. As now we get back underway. We stay on the racetrack. We restart in third, where Colby Howard and Connor Jones restart 1-2. Also in the same strategies. We are not pitting after that first caution. Everyone else behind us did pit. So it's the three of us versus the rest of the field. Connor Jones, Colby Howard going out for the lead. I'm struggling back in third. Caution has already come out. I don't know why. Maybe end of the stage or something. But some kind of caution came out. We're already getting under fire here from Corey Heim and Nick Sanchez already flying right past us. Corey Heim and Sanchez get around us here in 3-4. I send it really deep in the 3-4, trying to maintain the position, go way too high up the racetrack, lose the position to Heim and Sanchez, and Ankrum is going to slip by into 5th, put us down to 6th. This will be the end of stage 1, so we'll come home. Oh my god, they're wrecking behind us, and we get clipped by the 46 into the wall. It's in the air, and we save it as myself and Jerry Bowman go around. Eckes gets some damage as we threw a huge block and get spun and go airborne on ours in the air, but somehow land on all fours, spin around without any huge damage. But then another big crash back here. Zane Smith and Daniel Dye have piled in the 33. Josh Realm head-on T-bone collision. A huge hit for Zane Smith and Josh Realm. Both of those trucks absolutely destroyed here. A massive incident out of nowhere. You see right here the 0-2 of Will Rogers turns Josh Realm, and Zane Smith nowhere to go, right in the path. Bang! Slams him hard. Big hit there. Brett Holmes piles in, Daniel Dye piles in. Then this was my incident up here, you know, where I got spun around there throwing the block on Jerry Bowman. Get another replay of that incident right here. As you're going to see, we were coming out of 4. We threw the block on Bowman. He clipped us, so we threw the block again to the line. Got clipped, turned off of Eckes in the air. Two complete rotations, spun around, and then kept it going the right direction without any big damage. That was incredible. So Colby Howard here is going to win the stage over Connor Jones, Heim, Sanchez, Ankrum, myself. See everyone else back here getting the stage points. Now Colby Howard will continue to lead here at Gateway with the strategy call. Him and Connor Jones doing a whale of a job on that call up here at the front of the field. They got Heim, Sanchez. Oh, we get bumped into Tyler Ankrum up the wall, upside down goes Tyler Ankrum on top of the safer barrier. Jack Wood is on top of Bowman. Oh, here comes Caruth piling in. Justin Carroll and Lawless Allen as well. A huge wreck on the restart. What just happened? Ankrum, he was on top of the safer barrier with Lawless Allen, Jack Wood, and Jerry Bowman here in this big crash. To see what happened here is we go in the corner, we give Ankrum a bump, and then we actually go loose and go right up into him, slam him into the wall, make him go on top of the safer barrier and flip him. Lawless Allen spins on the 24 and the 90, spin into the 51 and all that. There was just nowhere to go back here. All reacting to the incident, everyone piles right in, but what a wild incident. Ankrum almost upside down on top of the safer barrier, people. Oh my goodness, now in the 3 and 4, we give Spencer Boyd a shot, and he goes right up into Eckes, and they go into the wall hard. Eckes and Spencer Boyd, we give him a big shot right there. So we're making a lot more mistakes than we did at Chicagoland today, just giving the bump a little bit too hard, going to the corners, and we sail back here to be well outside the top 20 back of the field, and definitely going to have to pit under this caution. And so Colby Howard continues to lead here over Connor Jones, Nick Sanchez, Timmy Hill, and Christian Rose, your top 5 here at Gateway in a wild turn of events. We're back here trying to close in on Garcia, Corey Heim, Chase Purdy, and they got the 90, Justin Carroll. They're 4 wide up ahead of us. We're still racing for position back here, trying to hang on to whatever spots we can, but it has been an absolute struggle of a race so far for ourselves here. Really haven't got track position. We need Enfinger going to give us a huge drop down the backstretch, shoot us way off here into 3 and 4 as we slide way up in front of these trucks. As we look further up here, look at Ben Rhodes, Friesen, and Christian Rose battling for position. So far, nothing happened here. There's everyone at the front trying to gain their way back up track position. We get into the side of the Justin Carroll's truck in the 90. He bounces off the wall, but we take the position here. I believe this is about for 22nd back here. Ankrum tries to pull underneath us. I don't know how he's still in the race after being on top of the catch fence on last caution. We go way up into the wall. We go pushing it way too hard. And a 1-2 we throw a huge block on Jack Wood. Now we got to hold him, Raja, Trey Hutchins, and Taylor Gray off back here as we continue to just drop to the back end of the lead lap after just seeming to not have the pace or the handling that we need to really contend here at Gateway. Justin Carroll will come in the pit lane. He will sacrifice his track position to come in. As look at everyone else racing here, got Matt DeBendel up there racing Matt Crafting, got Sanchez, Majeski, it's Colby Howard and Connor Jones continuing to take care of business at the front. Connor Jones is now taking the lead from Colby Howard and is looking to get himself some laps led, a stage win, keeping contention for the win. You never know what could happen. And back here, we are still trying to catch back up to Raja and Enfinger, go way too wide once again. Lose those positions. And you got Christian Rose up there trying to make a pass on Rhodes and Friesen. So what is going to happen next? Connor Jones at 66 is going to come down pit road here and throw away the race lead at Gateway for green flag pit stops. As we are leading, the 14 of Trey Hutchins and the 51 of Jack Wood have caught up to the back of us, are trying to make a pass around us right now. Nothing so far for them. Hutchins will go by, Jack Wood go the inside, then we'll fall back to the back end of the cars who have not pitted yet here at the back end of the lead lap. And so we're desperate at this point, so we go underneath 51 of Jack Wood into the corner, send it really too deep, clip Trey Hutchins, and around he goes into us, into the wall we go, and the caution will come out. That will end stage 2, so Colby Howard sweeps the stages here at Gateway. Now Taylor Gray stays out, stacking up. He's a lap truck, stacking up the whole field. Now it's 3 wide for the lead. Connor Jones, Nick Sanchez, Colby Howard, Bailey Curry makes it 4 wide up at the front of the field here down the back stretch. This racing is insane for the race lead right now. We are 4 wide for P1. And Connor Jones falls back behind Taylor Gray. Now it's down to between Nick Sanchez and Colby Howard for the race lead right now. Bailey Curry sends it on the inside of Christian Eckes into 3 and 4. What a move. Howard and Sanchez continue to battle. Majeski, he is a lap truck from that wreck earlier as he tries to stay at the front here. And oh, he gets turned by Colby Howard. Around goes Ty Majeski. He's wrecking into Friesen. Big contact. More trucks piling it back there. That's Vargas. A hard hit. And Ty Majeski will wreck out of this race. A hard crash involving himself, Stuart Friesen, and the 30 truck of Vargas. As all because Colby Howard turned him in front of the field. And then Colby Howard looks like he got some contact up there. Then Ankrum, of course, piles into the 30. He goes crashing up in the side of Raja Caruth. We are back here, far enough back that we luckily avoid this mayhem here. Unbelievable. And I get a full speed replay of what just happened here to Ty Majeski. You see coming out of 4, Colby Howard just junks him, turns him completely around, and right into the 52 of Stuart Friesen, and they go crashing hard back here. This back end of the field. Majeski some hardest, and up here we got a big crash up here. We got a huge stack up. We're going in the back of the 22 of Christian Rose, a huge crash. Colby Howard, your leader is in it, who had dominated this race, swept the stages. That's early race strategy call. He, after turning Ty Majeski around, you see right here, he gets clipped by Ben Rhodes, turned into Corey Heim hard, and spun down to Eckes, a hard hit for the 9 and the 19, right up in front of the rest of the field. Everyone trying to check up to avoid the bender. Everyone's just going to pile in. Arca breaking it back here. It's mainly myself and Christian Rose as we pile right into it. A pretty big pile up here. I made sure I got on the brakes, so I saw him wrecking up ahead. I was trying to slow down, but we were all piling into each other. We had nowhere to go. It's a big stack up. Everyone was slamming into everybody back here. But Colby Howard triggers a multi-car crash here at Gateway. That brings out a late caution here in the beginning of the final stage of racing. Get the full view here as he takes care of business, as he just eliminates Ty Majeski from contention. Turns him right around. You see back there, Friesen nowhere to go. Bang, passes into him. So you see the whole pack here. All the incidents happening at once. I mean, that was a hard hit for the 9 as well to the inside wall, and everyone piling in. Then all the Arca brakes back here slamming into each other, and all kinds of chaos. It's all kicking off here at Gateway. The big one. And take out a lot of contenders. So Nick Sanchez now in the lead. Can he get the win here in Gateway? He leads over Bailey Curry and Chase Purdy with just 7 laps to go in this race. Chase Purdy is 3rd. You got Heim 4th. Colby Howard still hanging in there in the 5th position because of all the damaged trucks. We are all the ways at the back. kind of getting the side of Christian Rose's truck back there, making some contact. Sanchez goes here into 3 and 4. He holds the lead. Corey Himes can come down pit road in the 11, throw away all his track position, throw it all away. And then, oh, we got trucks around in the back there, but we're going to hold the race back to the line as Bailey Curry is going to get around Nick Sanchez and lead him back to the line as they are side by side drag racing to the line. Bailey Curry's going to edge out Nick Sanchez. And it looks like Roger Caruth may have been involved in this, as well as the 13 of Haley Deegan. Big damage to the 13 truck, and indeed, here's what happened. Gonna get a replay here. See, down the backstretch, Deegan is back here way on the inside lane. You got Roger Caruth, who's right next to her, going into 3 and 4, and Roger just turns Haley Deegan head on. Hard collision the outside wall, and they wipe themselves, both of them, out. As Caruth just piles in right in with her there into the corner. Then we end up clipping the 23 Grant Enfinger, pushing it real hard in the corner, trying to avoid that crash and get some positions while we were at it. But a hard crash here for Haley Deegan as Roger Caruth turns her head on in the outside wall. Big collision and clips Roger around, and then we send the 23 Enfinger. We both go up into the wall, and it doesn't work as we both lose positions. Now Bailey Curry leads us back underway with just 3 laps to go here at Gateway. Who's going to win? Can Bailey Curry get his first career Craftsman Truck Series win, beating Nick Sanchez in the process, who's strong in second. Rhodes is third. Chase Purdy's back in fourth. And you got Kobe Howard duking out with Jake Garcia for the 5th position. Oh, we're 4 or 5 wide, way back in the back here. Myself, Corey Heim, Justin Carroll, Dean Thompson, Jack Wood, Roger Caruth, we're all back here, and Himes going way low in the corner, so are we. We send him up into the 90, can't open the wall, goes Heim, and Heim goes upside down. It's rolling, tumbling down turn 3 here at Gateway. Corey Heim goes up and over after a hard crash in the outside wall with Justin Carroll and Christian Rose as we were pushing it a little too hard. As we gave Corey Heim, once again, our bumper may have caused a big accident here as we just gave Corey Heim a big bump right there, and he went too fast and bang, wiped out with the 90 and then the 22, and that sent Heim up and over. Meanwhile, they're going to be racing back to the line up there for the win, and that's going to be Bailey Curry over Nick Sanchez to the line, and Bailey Curry wins that Gateway, his first career win over Nick Sanchez, Chase Purdy, Jake Garcia, and Matt DiBenedetto in the top 5. We end up in 11th place. Disappointing run. But really, we really weren't that good of a truck all race long. So if you see the race results on the side, we just really struggled. So really, this is one of them throwaway races that it's not really going to matter that much. And Bailey Curry, he's not eligible for the playoffs, though. So we have to update the playoff grid shortly. And so as I mentioned, Bailey Curry not playoff eligible because he only runs a part-time schedule and runs for Xfinity points. So myself, Jack Wood, Friesen Rose remain your 4 winners who are playoff eligible. Then Corey Heim, extremely comfortable on points, but still a tight battle on down from Majeski, Chase Purdy, Zane Smith, Eckes, and Enfinger. As Sanchez gained a lot of points in the cut line up to 11th. Colby Howard as well. Ankrum, Tanner Gray just outside, as well as Haley Deegan. Then a further out, you have Crafton, DiBenedetto, Caruth, Taylor Gray, Holmes, and Jake Garcia. So until the next episode, I hope you all have a good one.